Okay, this is my alien experience to Cambodia, and this was about a week ago. Oh, whoops, I forgot to put the date on there. Oh well, that's okay, but yeah, it was about a week ago, and yeah, so I was watching some stuff on Create TV where they were in Nicaragua, and so I was trying to hint around to the aliens, like, take me to, I think I named off Nicaragua and a couple other places, but I didn't mention Cambodia. Well, they took me to Cambodia via, dream or lucid dream. They somehow program my implant or something. I don't think they necessarily have to directly create the dream for me while I'm in the dream, if you know what I mean. I think they can probably pre-program my implant, but I mean, I really don't know. I don't know how they do it. I just know that all my life they've been taking me to other dimensions and realities in my dreams and lucid dream states and virtual reality dream states. Okay, so this is my alien experience to Cambodia. And this actually was just a dream. It was not, well, all of my dreams are very clear and very detailed and very intricate. But it was still just a dream. It was not a lucid dream. It was not virtual reality. Except I think it did have one, yeah, it had one virtual reality component in it, which I'll talk about in a minute. But yeah, this was just a dream. But I went ahead and put lucid dream on there because it was still detailed and intricate and clear, but it was not. Most of my lucid dreams are virtual reality, but this was just a dream. And yeah, I don't know what the deal is. Past few mornings I've been dreaming like shit. Two, I get my schedule all messed up on the weekends, and I gotta stop drinking caffeine because I think that's screwing up my brain too. So anyway, this is my alien experience to Cambodia via alien created dream for me. The ETs create all my dreams, lucid dreams, and virtual reality experiences and out-of-body experiences for me. They have been doing this all my life, and an ET came forward to tell me that last March. She sounded human, and she talked to me in my left ethereal implant one morning to tell me that. I think I would have figured it out on my own. One thing they have been doing all my life is creating experiences for me where I am in different countries, states, cities, towns, etc. The aliens own our brains pretty much. I know they do mine. Before the dream or lucid dream or virtual reality experience or out-of-body experience, the aliens somehow tell me all the details beforehand via my brain implant or other means. Yeah, like lots of times, they're already programming that in my brain before the dream takes place or the lucid experience takes place or the out-of-body experience takes place or the virtual reality experience takes place. Lots of times they already give me these details, so once I'm in the experience, like I already know, okay, I'm in Cambodia, or I'm in Russia, or you know what I'm saying? They already pre-program my brain, or my implant. And I have one in my left ear, and apparently they're using that one for virtual reality experiences. I know that for a fact. But yeah, you think they would be using my brain implant. Now I have no idea what they're doing with my ethereal brain implant that they put on the top back of my head a couple years ago in April. But yeah, like if you look at his head right here, the top back part, that's where they put the my ethereal implant in while I was completely awake. Right as I laid down, bam, they went at it. But that was a couple years ago, and I know I had them all my life. It's just that I just happened to awaken and enlighten at the time that it was time to, renew my implant. Yeah, so actually, I mean, it's like I was attuned to all these experiences all my life. I just didn't know it was aliens doing it. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know it was aliens. I mean, I was still very conscious of all my experiences. So yeah, in a way, well, crap, I don't know, spiritual evolution of your brain or whatever. So that really doesn't really make sense, really, because I was, conscious of all my experiences all my life, pretty much. Well, actually, I mean, it's a little bit of both. It's all of the above. It's, getting out of your trance state. It's evolution of your brain. It's the ETs lifting the veil. It's a little bit of all of that. No doubt. Okay, so the aliens somehow tell me all the details beforehand via my brain implant or other means. At the beginning of this dream, I already knew I was in Cambodia, and I could definitely feel the energy, and of course it did not feel like America. I mean, I don't know how they do it, but when I'm in all these other countries, or if I'm in New York City, it feels like New York City. If they take me to Cambodia, it feels like Cambodia. If they take me to Russia, it feels like Russia. Damn, I don't know how they do it, but I can feel all the energies of these foreign countries. It's really weird. And like I say, I did watch public television before I had this experience, where on Create TV they were in Nicaragua, and so I was just kind of hinting around to the aliens, okay, take me to Nicaragua, or I think I said Brazil and some other places, but yeah, so they picked Cambodia. Okay, so that morning, which was about 7 days ago, they took me to Cambodia via a dream. I normally feel like I'm in another dimension when the aliens give me these experiences, whether it is a dream, lucid dream, or a virtual reality experience. Or even out-of-body experience. I always, lots of times, I totally feel like I'm in a different dimension, like I'm in a heaven realm, or like I'm in the fifth dimension. It's really awesome. Here are my own definitions for these types of dreams and virtual reality experiences that I have in the altered states of consciousness. I can't speak for anybody else's definitions and perceptions, only my own. My out-of-body experiences are just that. The aliens take me out of body while standing at the foot of my bed, and they pull me out, and they throw me in another dimension and complete scenario that they create for me. Or, it could be an artificial dimension that they created for me. I totally am 100% conscious when they do this. And I literally feel my astral body being pulled out by the, reptilian or Grey or other being that I'm not sure who it is, because that happened in 2011. This being kept pulling me out of body, and I don't know who the hell it was. I don't know if it was a reptilian. I don't know if it was a Grey. I have no idea who it was. But at the time, I thought it was my spirit guide. And now I know it was not my spirit guide, it was some ET that was doing that, I have no doubt. Yeah, I mean, it was the most bizarre thing because, before I even could lay back down, bam, I was pulled out. I just kept being pulled out. And I had 2 successful astral trips that morning, but, I would have been going out of body all damn day, I have no doubt, but I had to be at work at 8 o'clock. So it went on till 7 a.m. So that was really awesome and really weird. And of course, in the out-of-body experiences, I always remember 100% of all my details. Okay, my lucid dreams. They feel like out-of-body experiences and or virtual reality experiences where I am in the dream, where, you know, it feels like I'm actually in the dream, feeling similar to real 3D reality, except the atmosphere feels more dreamy than a 3D atmosphere. Yeah, so in the in the lucid dreams, they still feel, a lot of times they still feel virtual reality, and it still feels like I'm actually there, just like, you know, similar to 3D reality. Except the atmosphere, sometimes in the lucid dreams, it feels more like a dreamy state as opposed to an actual virtual reality 3D state or 3D atmosphere. Sometimes the aliens are still taking my astral body to create these types while I'm totally awake. Okay, sometimes the aliens are still taking my astral body to create these types of lucid dreams while I'm totally awake. Then they program it, and they stick my pre-programmed astral body and brain in a lucid dream later. Now, when they pull me out while I'm awake, my complete consciousness, it still stays in my physical body for the time being until I fall asleep, and then they throw me in a virtual reality scenario or a lucid dream scenario. Or out of body, you know, they all feel out of body virtual reality. And those, I remember 100% of the details. Okay, my virtual reality experiences. They feel totally like 3D and feel like I'm out of body, and sometimes I am out of body, and sometimes the aliens can just make me think I'm out of body by messing with my ear or brain ethereal implant. All of my implants are non-physical, except for maybe one that's in my mouth, but it's semi-physical. It reappears and disappears. Sometimes I do feel them take me out of body for virtual reality experiences, and sometimes I don't. I remember 100% of all details. Dreams are just that. They are dreams and very fragmented. They're kind of fragmented, like even this Cambodia. When I went to Cambodia, it was still kind of fragmented. I mean, it was still clear and detailed, but it was still sort of fragmented. And it's easy to forget at least 20% or more of the dream once I wake up, like a lot of the little details and stuff. These do not feel virtual reality or as realistic as being in 3D, and do not feel as realistic as my lucid dreams. These dreams are still detailed and intricate, like I just said before. For my out-of-body experiences, I know I am out of body while I'm in the experience. For my virtual reality experiences, sometimes I do know and sometimes I do not know that I am in an altered state of consciousness. The aliens can control that. Yeah, I have no doubt. They can control that. They like to screw with your head, and they can control that. Like Venus, she takes me out of body, and I'm totally like out of body in this virtual reality scenario, and I don't even know I'm out of body. I think I'm still in 3D. And then at the end of the experience, she tells me, you know, in a roundabout way, hey, you're out of body. You know, I will be putting you back in body soon. That's basically what she does to me. And she's done it twice. Okay, so for my virtual reality type of lucid dream, sometimes I know I am dreaming while in the dream, and sometimes I don't. Okay, let's see. For my virtual reality type of lucid dreams, sometimes I know I am dreaming while in the dream, and sometimes I don't. Okay, for my out-of-body experiences, I know I'm out of body while in this scenario. For my virtual reality experiences, sometimes I do know and sometimes I do not know that I am in the altered state of consciousness. For my dreams, I normally do not know that I am dreaming while I'm in the dream. So like for this experience to Cambodia, I did not know, you know what I'm saying? I didn't, you know, for normal dreams, you just dream and you don't know that you're, you know, that you're in a dream until you wake up. Okay, now to my dream to Cambodia with one virtual reality element. I bet I forgot at least 8 to 15% of details of this dream. Okay, here again, like my lucid dream to Russia, the alien started me off in a restaurant. I definitely felt like I was in a strange country. It definitely did not feel like USA. It was me, my sister, and my niece eating dinner at a table. The people who worked in the kitchen were female Cambodians and had dark skin. Our waiter looked like this, and I saw him several times up closely. He served us very small portions of meat and vegetables. The food was very healthy, and my sister, niece, and myself did not like the food whatsoever. We kept snickering at it, and so did my niece. I do remember going up to pay for the food, and it seemed awfully expensive for something we didn't even eat or only took one bite of. Finally, the Cambodian waiter served us a strange dessert. Sometimes in foreign restaurants, they do bring you some weird dessert at the end. You know, haven't you been to like, or even American restaurants, sometimes they'll serve you they'll come around and give you some weird dessert or something. Or maybe I am thinking of just foreign restaurants, like Asian restaurants and stuff. Shit, I can't remember, but yeah. So it was kind of customary for them to come around and bring you this weird, strange dessert after this dinner. And of course, when I was in England, you know, they did bring us this weird ass dessert. And I think I wrote it down. Here it is. So anyway, the Cambodian waiter, the Cambodian server looked similar to this. Not 100% exact, but pretty damn similar. I just picked him off the internet. Okay, I do remember going up to pay for the food, and it seemed awfully expensive. I remember, you know, seeing the females in the back, in the kitchen. You know, the dark-skinned female Cambodians, the restaurant workers. But it seemed expensive for something we didn't even eat or only took one bite of. Finally, the Cambodian waiter served us a strange dessert. Sometimes in foreign restaurants, they do bring you some weird dessert at the end, and I just told you that. Even in England, at the bed and breakfast, the host brought us some weird dessert that looked like it had a piece of, I swear to God, it looked like it had a piece of cloth soaked in wine in it. I didn't eat it. I ate the other part. I think it was some kind of custard. I ate the custard part, but I did not eat that nasty ass cloth. It looked like a freaking cloth dipped in wine. I don't know what the hell it was. I still don't know what it was. I did not eat it, that part anyway. Okay, so back to the dream. So the waiter brought each of us a small glass cup on a plate with a small skinny 1.5 millimeter by 2 inch whitish translucent squiggly live worm in it. That was a delicacy in their country. It was in gel, like KY jelly. I was thinking, I'm not going to eat that. So the waiter took out the worm, but for respect, I did try the gel stuff that the worm was in. I mean, I drank some of it. I tasted it. Even in my dream, I actually tasted it. It tasted like freaking KY jelly. It did not taste like edible stuff. Like totally non-edible. Then the waiter brings out a huge, very cute, almost cantaloupe-sized bullfrog. This bullfrog was huge. It was as big as a cantaloupe. So he brought out the cantaloupe-sized bullfrog on a plate, and we shoved the whitish, clearish worm inside his mouth. And as you know, see, they put all these details from your brain or from your reality into all your scenarios. They know that I have, you know, toads and frogs. You know, they know that I had a problem with that dessert that was served to me in England. So see, they put that little bit in this scenario. But the bullfrog was so cute. It was cute. And actually, we were just talking about bullfrogs at my parents' house before this dream to Cambodia. The aliens love... Okay, so anyway... Okay, then the waiter brings out a huge, very cute, almost cantaloupe-sized bullfrog on a plate, and we shove the whitest, clearest worm inside its mouth. The aliens love putting frogs, toads, snakes, alligators, and dinosaurs in my dreams and experiences, and then some. They repeat things over and over again. Me and my brother were recently talking about bullfrogs before this scenario. One time, they gave me a lucid type of dream with a toad as big as a basketball. This toad was as big as a basketball, and I didn't write that one down, but it was in near my front door. Yeah, and it literally was big as a basketball. But like I said, I didn't write that down, so I don't remember any of the details. I just remember the toad being as big as a basketball, and it was at the front door, sitting there in the front door. And of course, that's where I have my real toad, my real live toad in a tank. But it's really small. I mean, it's a big toad, but not that big. Yeah, so anyway, one time they gave me a lucid type of dream with the toad as big as a basketball in it, in the lucid dream. Back to the Cambodian dream. Then I went outside and my mom, sister, and everybody was already waiting inside the bed and breakfast living room. Yeah, it's like there was just a bed and breakfast right outside the restaurant and they were waiting. We were waiting on going to see crop circles. See, they've repeated this same dream, lucid dream for me, or actually most all the other ones that I had about England and going into restaurants. They were mainly virtual reality and very, very lucid. They were like I was actually in the scenario. But like I say, this one was more like a dream. But yeah, see, they repeat the same crap over and over again about, the crop circles in England and all of that. Okay, so back to the Cambodia dream. Then I went outside and my mom, sister, and everybody was already waiting inside the bed and breakfast living room. We were waiting on going to see crop circles. I kept thinking, when are we going to leave for the crop circle escapade? I kept walking back into the bed and breakfast living room where they were sitting and outside and back again. They never would come out of the bed and breakfast living room. So I left on outside by myself and met up with a blonde-headed white Russian woman standing in the street. She lived in the area and was poor. She somehow got stuck in Cambodia permanently. She showed me her red leather purse and she told me she stole it and that was common for her to steal here in Cambodia. I looked at it closely and it looked like a purse that I have in real life, except mine is black leather and not red leather. Yeah, it's actually, I haven't seen it in a while. It's actually up in my closet. But they know that the aliens know that I've had a purse like that before. But in this scenario, in this dream, her purse was red leather. And in real life, mine is black leather. The shape was exactly the same and the size. That was the end, but I know I forgot at least 8 to 15% of this dream. Here is a picture of the worm and Mel Waiter in my dream. This man isn't 100% exact, but close, like I already said. The worm didn't quite look like this, but here's the KY jelly stuff. The worm was actually, like I just said, it was whitish. Almost translucent, and it was even thinner than that, and it was just about that long. But yeah, it didn't quite look like that. It was more whitish and translucent in my experience, but the Cambodian waiter, looks similar to that. But yeah, they give me lots of fun. The aliens, reptilians, and Greyz. And no telling who other ETs, because half the freaking time, they don't give two fucks about showing their freaking face to you. They don't even give a shit about that. I mean, lots of times you'll just see them by accident when you close your eyes. But, they don't, that's not important to them whatsoever. Sometimes I have to beg them, especially the reptilians, to show me their faces, and they will. Several have came forward to give me a virtual reality dream. Virtual reality experience. They're not dreams. Several came forward to give me little small virtual reality experiences, and they would show me their little cute little flat faces. Some of them are pretty cute. Some of the reptilians. But yeah, so the Greyz reptilians are giving me all these created dreams for me, and virtual reality experiences, and out-of-body experiences, and lucid dreams, and dreams. And like I say, there's some ETs that look human-looking, or at least they sound human-looking, that are doing it too. Well, what the hell they look like, I have no idea. I just know that female that spoke to me in my left ear, she made herself sound human. So anyway, that was my dream to Cambodia. Thanks for listening.